Morning, guys. So I decided to vlog my fast. I've been on this journey getting back in touch with my spirit, and one of the messages that I received was to fast. If you haven't tried it, you definitely should. It is an integral part of the spiritual journey. It helps you to cleanse yourself physically and also spiritually, and help shift your consciousness and your vibrations closer to other dimensions and densities. So, and when I fast, usually it's just like I know when my body needs a fast because I just get tired of eating. And there's been some up and downs on my plant-based journey as well. So this is going to help reset my body. And during this time of fasting, I will also be going into times of deep journeying into deep meditation and prayer. And I just usually it's a personal experience, but there are parts of the experience that I feel that I need to share with you, because now is a very, very important time. We're transitioning into a new phase of being, and now is a time that we need to be putting in the work to get our spiritual lives in order. If you're worried about your mundane life, the reason why your mundane life is not in order is because your spiritual life is not in order. So when you get your spiritual life in order, you begin to manifest your mundane life, instead of this life being a subjective experience. You take that energy and you push it outside of yourself, and you manifest or create intent, and you control where you want to go in this life. We're going to get more into that later, because like I said, I've been doing a lot of studying and stuff, and I want to come to you guys with all this information in due time. I'm still in the student phase, but in due time. But the things that I do feel comfortable and well learned in, definitely. So yeah, this is not the first time that I've fasted. I've fasted before. The longest fast I did was 10 days. I honestly feel like I need to hit that point again. And yeah. And pair it with meditation and everything else, and see how this goes. The last time I fasted, I just fasted. I didn't meditate. So I want to take you guys on this journey. I don't want to say I didn't meditate, because I was actually in circle at that time that I fasted, and we did meditations in circles and stuff like that, and everything was like heightened more so when I was on the fast. But in terms of like daily meditation, I wasn't in that pattern. I wasn't in that rhythm. And this is all a process of kickstarting that and getting on those patterns and rhythm, because meditation is cumulative. So in order for you to fully evolve yourself, to get all yourself in alignment, you need to be meditating on a daily basis. Okay, so this is the purge that we're going through right now. We're going to purge all the toxins. We're going to purge all the negative energy, and we're going to shift ourselves to a higher state of being. Speaking to everyone who is receiving similar messages, or perhaps this message will inspire you to go on a fast as well. So I'm going to vlog it and share it with you guys. Okay, guys, so I'm going to be fasting with smoothies and juice. Smoothies, kind of to mix it up here and there, and then juice. We might even put some salads in the beginning, but we're going to wean stuff out as we go along to ease into the fast. When you're going over 5 days, you should actually have some fast snacks. So you might want to incorporate a smoothie into the fast. You just have to be mindful of what you put in there. You don't want to put anything like starchy and things like that. So here is sea moss, chia seeds, coconut water, and spirulina powder. Okay, what I have over here is all those ingredients plus the fruits that I've added. So the base is my coconut water. I just freeze fruits when I get them, so that I always have some on hand for a smoothie when the need for a smoothie or fast hits. So I have in here I have the blueberries, and I have pineapple, and I have banana. So I have frozen blueberries, frozen pineapple, and frozen banana that was freezed well in advance. And then I put the coconut water in there, and I added chia seeds, a teaspoon of chia seeds, a tablespoon of the sea moss, and a teaspoon of the spirulina powder. Hey guys, at the grocery store, and getting all the stuff that I need for this cleanse. This is vegan cheese. Other than meat-like products you see, there are vegan. These are, that stuff is kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to ease in or just go straight for it and then use that to break. I might ease in a little bit with like salads, and that's when this chicken will come into play. The Dr. Prager's plant-based chicken. And this probably, the meatballs will be afterwards, but I'll break it fast. And I'm gonna get some broth so I can make some soup. This is all for juicing, except for the spinach, that's for salads. And I'm gonna make some chunky guac. And we're gonna try this. We're gonna talk about this and what this is for. Okay, and it is going to be to eat. Right, and as far as a snack goes, looking for some nuts. I got some almonds, but I just want to see what other options they have over here. That's the snack. Once you hit your 5-day period, if you're going straight juice or whatever, and you want to do a snack, nuts, almonds in particular, it's a good option. So yeah.
So either before or after your ritual bath, you want to make sure that you also sage your house. I have, right here you see I'm making some smudge incense. You can use whatever herbs you like that have cleansing properties. I have taken to the practice of smoking out my house, not just smudging it, but smoking it out. Basically, you want to make sure that you open every space that is dark, any space that energy can hide in. So that includes kitchen cabinets, closets, even if you have something like an armoire or drawers. Just make sure you open all those dark spaces that energy could hide or run to. And then you also want to make sure that you open the windows so that the negative energy has somewhere to escape. So once you have that done, you are going to light up whatever it is you're smudging with. And you want to make sure that you go around the house. You can go work from the front of the room back towards the exit, and sage sideways and then up and down. Or you can work your way either counterclockwise or clockwise around the room, and say whatever chant it is you want to say. If you're going clockwise, you can say something to remove. If you're going, if you're going clockwise, you can say something to imbue or add energy, or counterclockwise, something to remove. And you can sage and add energies. The Native Americans would use usually sage to remove, and then sweetgrass to add or bring in the positive energy. So get creative with it, and just remember to do it before or after you do your spiritual bath, because you don't want to cleanse your body and then you're walking through negative energy fields in your environment. At this time, it is also important to focus on cleansing the spiritual body, the same time you are cleansing the physical body. So you're working on two fronts. The fast allows the body to take a rest from digestion and gives it time to focus its energy on removing toxins and therefore healing certain ailments. Some have said that certain ailments are indicative of a blockage in the physical body. So spiritual cleansing, like a ritual bath or smudging with sage or some other herbs, can help you break down or dissolve the spiritual blockage, as well as meditation. And while fasting, you are also healing the ailment. So both combined will help to raise your vibration. You can sage as often as you like on the fast, but you should also make sure that you sage on a regular basis, at least once a week. We have busy lives. We go to work, we come in contact with a lot of different people and a lot of different energies. So you want to make sure that you are taking the time to sage your home and sage your body. You should also try to take a ritual bath at least once a week. A wise man once told me to take it every day because every day we come under psychic attacks. But for some people, they might not have the time for that. So just make sure you do regular self-care and regular self-maintenance at least once a week with smudging and ritual bath. This will help to keep you in alignment and to remove any negative energy that might build up and cause blockages.
Morning, guys. So I started out the day with the rest of the coconut water, and I added to it some drops of liquid chlorophyll. I tried to just take this on a regular basis, the chlorophyll, so I figured I'd finish off the coconut water and have it with that. And then I also took some hemp oil a short while ago. Hemp oil is really good for like anxiety and things like that. The dark moon we're in the dark moon phase, and I find that my body is like doing some emotional purging, which I want to get delve deeper into, but to help rid me of this kind of anxiety feeling, I just took some of this 4 drops under the tongue, and it works pretty well, and can take it 1 to 2 times a day. Okay, so I've decided that I'm going to do juice or a smoothie, but majority juice, and then have any meal that I have throughout the day will be a raw meal. Okay, I'm starting out with a raw meal this morning. Eventually what I'll do is get the raw meal at the end of the day, most likely. Or you can do it either or, like, because I'm going back to work tomorrow, so if I have the raw meal in the beginning of the day and then juice throughout the end, that might be more helpful. But maybe somebody else might want the raw meal at the end of the day before bed. It depends. So the Doctor's Piper chicken, all that stuff is staying in my fridge, and I'll use that stuff when I break fast. I'll just buy some more salad fixings and use that for that, because I really like that for salad. And I can share with you guys my chicken salad recipe that I came up with using that chicken. Okay, so the raw meal for today I'm starting off with, and I can have this again later if I want, because it's going to be, you know, enough in here for a couple servings. Is going to be chunky guacamole with collard wraps. So we're not going to use any bread or like chips. We're going to keep it veg. So anyone who doesn't know how to remove the avocado, that's how you do it, with a spoon. And chunky avocado is just gonna have you know, a variety of vegetables and stuff in it. And I have, so 4 avocados are gonna go into this. Hey guys, so this is my cilantro. When I buy it from the grocery store, I keep it in a cup of water and put it in the fridge. And I usually keep a plastic bag over it. It's called the greenhouse effect, and it lasts longer that way. So I just clipped off some cilantro with my culinary scissors, and I have it here, and I'm going to just basically mince it up and add it to the avocado. Okay guys, so I mashed up all the avocados, and now I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients. This ingredient sometimes also you can add scallions. I didn't do the scallions this time, just because I didn't feel like grabbing them really at the grocery store. But I'm adding some lime. Okay, that was half a lime. And then I'm adding the cilantro, chopped cilantro. Chopped red onion. These are chopped grape tomatoes. And sliced leeks. And then if you have the scallions, you can add scallions. Okay, then we're gonna just mix it all together. This is a great, delicious raw food option. You can eat it in a lettuce, or you can eat it in a collard greens. A collard green is more hearty, so I have a collard green. Obviously you want to add any seasoning. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. You can also add red chili pepper flakes if you like. I think I probably could use a few more grape tomatoes, so I'll throw those in there, but there you have it.
Here's my breakfast.
Yesterday, I stuck with the plan. I had the avocado collard green wrap, like you saw, guacamole collard green wrap, and then I just drank water, and then later at night I had a banana. So that's what I had yesterday. Okay, so this is the acclimation period. Just everything you're eating should be just fruits and vegetables. You can make meals out of fruits and vegetables. The avocado is a fruit, so that was considered a raw meal. So today I have to go to work. I felt really good yesterday, and I got over any foggy headedness that I was feeling for these first 2 days. And now I'm making a smoothie today because I don't really have time to juice, and I didn't get to juice last night. Okay, so last night the rest of my evening was just dedicated to like meditation and prayer. So I didn't have time to juice. You gotta find the balance. So tonight I'm going to make some juices tonight. After I get home from the gym, I'll make some juices, and I also need to make some cat food, but that's separate. So anyway, so what I'm gonna do is start off with coconut water. Uh, 8 ounces. And you guys gotta excuse my blender. I need to invest in a new blender. I've had this thing for years. It's so long. Like, I don't even know how many years. Like, it had to be like 11 years or something. And it was a Hamilton Beach blender that still works. And I lost the top to it and everything, but I still use it. But I need to invest in a better one. Okay, so I'm gonna get me a nice little Ninja that comes with the cups. So anyways, so I have some of my frozen blueberry here that I'll put in, and I just kind of go by hand. I don't really use a measuring cup or anything. I just kind of eyeball it. Okay, doing fresh strawberries and fresh bananas because I just have them fresh, so that's what I'm using. Okay, and then I have some frozen pineapple here, and as you can see I have some more pineapple over here that's getting ripe that I'll be using in juices and chop the rest for smoothies. So, and if you can reuse your Ziploc bags, please try to do that. Okay, and now we're gonna get the add-ins. So we're gonna do the sea moss. It's supposed to be good for detoxifying heavy metals out of the body, removing them. So a tablespoon of this is what I'm putting in here. And it says great for fasting on it, 0 calories. Use it different shapes. You can also apply it topically as a mask. Eventually I'll learn how to make my own sea moss, but I buy it for now. Okay, so I'm also gonna do chia seeds, which is a nice superfood of the Aztecs. It says there. This will, you know, if you're worried about protein and stuff like that, if you're adding in, this has fiber in it as well, and calcium. Like if you add in the right ingredients, you don't need. People think you know they're worried about nutrition, but if you're adding in the right stuff, you don't have to worry about that. Get you some chia seeds, people. All right, so you're gonna add in your chia seeds. I'm just gonna do a teaspoon. Serving size is 3 tablespoons. I'm not gonna put that much in there. All right. I also have like hemp seeds. You can put that in there if you want. It's up to you. I do have, and you do get proteins from the vegetables. We're not eating grain, but there's protein in vegetables as well. I just took a shower and rinsed out my hair, so it's gonna look a little crazy. But you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, so anyway, so what else do I need? What else am I getting in here? Spirulina. Actually, I already have it right here. So spirulina. Another superfood. That was a teaspoon. All right. Now I just gonna put foil on the top because, like I said, I don't have a top. Using the ghetto blender. All right. So now blend. I get my favorite bottle for my smoothies, which is the blender bottle. And it comes with this little ball. And the lid is very secure. You don't have to worry about spilling your bag. That's a very tight seal. Okay. And ways to test it. Taste test first. That is friggin' delicious. It tastes mostly like strawberries and bananas, to be quite honest, and pineapple. So if you get the right fruits in there, everything else just blends together smoothly. And this is how I'm gonna start my day. Yay, I'm so excited. And this is my lunch. I packed it yesterday. It's the same thing. I took some collard greens. They have a napkin between them. A damp napkin to kind of keep them fresh. I don't know if I'm going to eat the almonds, but I took the almonds just in case times get hard. And in here I have 2 small containers of the guacamole, and I put this parchment paper, pressed it down on top to remove any air from it, and that's why I can have 2 of the guacamole collard green wraps for lunch. And if I need a snack, I'll have a few almonds. Don't eat like a whole thing, just have a few. Again, the goal is to keep the system light. Like eat 5 here and there. But I think I'm gonna be good. And if you wanted to, you could even put the almonds in your shake if you want to do it that way. But yes, this is it, guys. Day 2, going back to work. I mean, technically it's day 3, but at the end of the first day, I had something a little more solid. I had wheat, and then I had like not a good reaction to it. That was 2 days ago, so that was like Saturday. There's this book I'm going to talk about later after I read it, but it's called Wheat Belly, and it basically talks about how wheat is it's like genetically manufactured or engineered. It's not like the original form, so it's not like live, and it just wreaks havoc on the system. And I did have a reaction to that, so this is for me, this is day 2 that I'm counting. If you're wondering like why the day is screwed up, that's why. Okay guys, so I'm gonna get ready for work. Talk to you later. Blessed be. Good morning guys, so it's day 3. Today I am making a juice. So I'm gonna go with the red juice because I need a quick juice and to be out the door because I have an appointment before work. So the red juice calls for a beet, which you see here, an apple, a red apple, and then carrots, which I actually need to pull out of my fridge. But I add a little bit extra. I add ginger, and I add half a lemon. Okay, that's gonna give it better flavor. Obviously, you're gonna have more properties in it. Just grabbing my carrots. Okay, here are the carrots. I mean, ideally, you want to do this with organic food, but I've done it with both, and I had good results with both. Not everybody can afford that, but the whole pantry organic brand at ShopRite is pretty affordable. So I'm just grabbing these 2 carrots. Okay. I find that cutting with the cleaver makes it easier. That was the apple. And with the apple, because I reuse the pulp for, you'll see me, I'm gonna save the pulp. I reuse it for baked goods. Because I do that, I always spoon out the seeds of the apple, because if not, then that's gonna end up in your baked goods. There are some studies out there that say that the seeds are actually good to eat. Like that whole, what is it? Arsenic claim is not. It's faulty. The seeds prevent cancer. I usually eat grape seeds for that reason, but it gets harder and harder to find grapes that aren't genetically modified and seedless in the store. Okay. So there, the middle is scooped out. You don't have to have an expensive juicer. This one was around $50, $60. And I bought it probably 2 years ago, and it's still working fine. It's also a Hamilton Beach brand. So here we go. Oh, it's not plugged in. You could also add pineapple to this if you want. I haven't cut my pineapple yet. probably cut it tonight. I'm just gonna skin the lemon just a little bit. This is a potato peeler. This is not an organic lemon. I mean, honestly, I've had it both ways. And when I tell you that this fast does amazing thing, it does amazing things. When you go a full juice, like I've had issues that it cleared up and everything. And I was just using regular fruit. Okay, so I just skimmed it just a little bit because I felt to need to do that. And I'm gonna chop the top off of the beet. Actually, I have a small cup, so I'm gonna start. Transfer about half of the juice. Why not? That's the top of the beet, of the carrot, of the If you get the beet juice on your counter, you should wipe it up immediately. Because it stains a little bit. Red juice. So what I did was just add the top of the beet as well, because I said, why not? Like, I've never done that before. Usually the tops are cut off, but the organic beets were sold like that. I'm sure you can make lettuce out of that top or some kind of salad. So, alright, so we're going to just shake it up. This is going to be my lunch. Let me see. Perfect. It's nice and tangy from the ginger and the lemon, and the apple balances it all out. Carrots with the, I'm not a fan of carrot juice, but when you add the apple in it, it makes it all good. Really good juice. So this, it will be my breakfast or it will be my lunch. I'm thinking it's gonna be my breakfast because it's the best to take green juice or veg juice or whatever juice you're doing at the beginning of the day on an empty stomach. If you're not fasting and you just want to better your life, your health, then you would do the green juice in the morning on an empty stomach. Okay? Rather than taking it in the middle of the day or whatever. I mean, just in general, if you don't want to be that strict about it, you can just replace one meal a day with the green juice or the red juice. Or I'm saying green juice, but that's just my terminology for juicing in general. But yeah, guys, so off to my appointment, then off to work I go.
So when you're juicing, you are getting rid of the fibrous part of the fruit or vegetable. And one thing you can do is save the pulp from the juice and turn that into a pulp bread. So you get all the goodness of the fiber within the pulp bread. And it is a sweet bread usually. I'm not sure, but maybe you can make it savory if you like, depending on what you're putting in there. You want to be mindful of what went in your juice that day. So the red juice is really, really good to make like a cake-like pulp bread. I usually add nuts and raisins, and it tastes delicious. You can also make a sweet pulp bread with green juice if you're adding things like apples and pineapples. So essentially what you're going to do is just collect the pulp in a Ziploc bag. If you're not going to make the pulp bread right away, then store it in your freezer until you are ready to bake.
Hey guys, just wanted to pop on here real quick update. It's still day 3. It's now the evening or night. I just wanted to check in really quick about how it went this day. Then I have to go because I have to study. But basically in the morning, I started the day off with a turmeric latte. What I did was they have this shop by me. That's where you guys saw me earlier. Things are opening up again, and I went there to do a little reading before work. And they have a turmeric tea, and I basically asked them to add almond milk, steamed almond milk to it, to kind of make it into a turmeric latte. There was no added sugar, so be mindful of that. If you are gonna have tea or coffee, you shouldn't add the sugar to it during your fasting. This was not caffeinated drink, it was just turmeric tea, just what it says. So I just wanted something hot to start the day off with. Sometimes you have those days where you just need something hot. I'm one of those people. And tonight I'm actually I just put in my my coffee drip the coffee alternative that I reviewed earlier. This is the Ticino coffee, herbal coffee. If you want to check out that review, go ahead. It's a very detailed review on that one, and it's made with like roots, and I believe it's made with some grains, but it's not like actual sediment. It's all, you put it in a drip and it's all filtered through, so it's fine. Again, no added sugars. I'll just have that with a little bit of probably oat milk or almond milk, and I'll just be ending the night with that. With the Blueprint cleanse, usually at the end of it, they tell you you can have almond cashew milk at the end of night. Actually, the instructions are to make your own raw cashew milk. You just buy some raw cashews, and I think you just soak them, and you maybe can add agave to it. I'm going to link or type out the instructions below. But usually when I've done the fast in the past, I was just like, I don't have time to do that. So I just bought cashew milk. This time at the store, the cashew milk they had was like a creamy cashew milk, and it wasn't like organic. So I just went with almond milk. I think that the reasoning behind this is the protein, so it's the same thing. Yeah, and so I started out the day with the hot turmeric sugar-free latte, and then when I got into work, I kind of sipped on that throughout the day, and then I got my red juice, okay, and I had the red juice. And then probably around, I want to say 5:30, I started to get, a bit ravenous. So I went and got the avocado. I went and got the guacamole collard wrap. So I just finished the guacamole collard wraps today. So it lasts me for 3 days. And that's using the method that I showed you how to press down all the air with the wax paper and storing it in a container, and it's good. The very top portion will go a little off color, but as soon as you scoop that with the very thinnest layer, as soon as you scoop that with the spoon, it's all bright green underneath, and it doesn't matter, that layer still tastes exactly like all the rest of it. So I've done this plenty of times and it works perfectly. I've seen some things out there like pour water on top of your guacamole to keep the air out. I just use the wax paper. Okay, and so I had that. I had 2 collard guacamole wraps, and that was the end of that. I have one more raw dish that I'm going to make, and I am going to use that for the next couple days coming. I will show you guys how to do that. This is gonna be my first time making it, but you do need a spiralizer for this recipe. Actually, they're not even expensive. I got the recipe from Christina Fully Raw. She actually has her own, I believe that's her full YouTube name. She has her own app that you can download that has like recipe ideas and stuff like that. And that's also where I got the chunky guac idea. I think she has a few more ingredients in hers though than I put in mine. And so I'm going to make that, and it's like a pasta, but everything is raw. So it's made, the noodles are made from zucchini. So you just put the zucchini through a spiralizer, and it just makes it into these spirals. And then the sauce is all made like with raw ingredients. So that's gonna be, and it's not complicated. If it was complicated, I wouldn't be doing it, to be honest, because that's why I started posting some things on here like simple vegan, because that's a lot of when things get complicated, that's usually when people tend to stray off of the path. So that will be the next meal that I'll be sharing with you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna make it this week. I might make it over the weekend, and I might just go on this week with some more juices and smoothies, because I'm still working, and I don't know, cooking on work days is not easy for me, because I have so much stuff to do, like having to study now. So yeah, so that's that. Tomorrow I'll get up in the morning and I'll make some juices. Most likely that's what I'll be having. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, I probably will make the raw, because my plan, the raw meal, I plan to go to the gym tomorrow, so I probably will make it, I don't know, it would have to be like on a Thursday, but I have so much to do, honestly, I don't know. It might really probably be like Friday night or Saturday, most likely Saturday. And you know what I will do instead of the raw pasta is I will make salad. because that is very, 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 very quick. And it's just gonna be spinach, avocado, like onions, and a tahini dressing, or shallots, I should say, shallots, which are onions, but a milder form. If you don't have shallots, you can use red onions and a tahini dressing. The tahini dressing does have like maple syrup in it, so I don't know, I might have to modify it. But yeah, or we'll just go with that. I mean, this is the acclimation phase, but my hope is to get through this week, and then by, sorry, I'm getting tired, and then by the weekend, do some massive juicing to help to have ready and prepared for the next week. And I'll be eating the zucchini pasta that week during work, and probably towards the end of that week into probably towards the end or that Friday, I'm gonna just go full juice. So this is, yes, this is, for me, it's like the fact that I waited all the way till 5:30 until I needed the guac was a good sign for me. You can also see like how much you're going to the bathroom and stuff like that. See if your like colon's getting cleansed out. But this is like a good sign for my body that I am ready to go into the juicing phase soon. Yeah, it's, you know, the salad is not going to be as hearty as the guac, because guac is fatty, right? So we're starting off easy with the guac. Then the pasta is not either, because it's not going to be fatty. So from there, the body should acclimate even more, and then be ready to go into the full juicing phase. And I'm taking baby steps right now, because I told you I did 10 days before, and I want to be successful at this 10 days again. That time I just took a laxative and it was fine. I'm not taking laxative this time. We're just going to do it this way and see how this works. And I just really want to get through it. And this is just feeling easy for me right now. I did get ravenous at 5:30, but it's the fact that I'm taking it slow like this, it's gonna be a success. Perhaps we can go even more than 10 days. And that would be absolutely amazing. And you know, it's like trial and error. So if this method works really, really good for this time, then this would be how I do it each time. And it's good because technically this is still a fast. I'm calling it the acclimation period, but it's still a fast because you're not eating meat, you're not eating, well, I don't eat meat regularly anyway, but for those who do, you're not eating meat, you know, you're not eating the starches, you're not eating sugars, added sugars, you're not eating grains, so it is a fast. But we're gonna kick it up a notch. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna hit the books, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow on day 4. Hey guys, so real quick, because I'm rushing to get to work, I'm about to make me a green juice. I already made my smoothie. I'm trying to get myself into a routine. So like I said, with this fast, I'm doing spiritual development as well. So I started off the day with some yoga and meditation, and I want that to be everyday practice. It should be the first thing to help center the spirit, the mind, to connect, to strengthen your auric shield, and especially since we're going out into this world and you're going to come in contact with a lot of people who aren't on the same wavelength, with energy predators. So all of this is to help with your ascension or evolution, and also to protect you. So and so you don't fall victim or to those beings. And I will, as I go on this journey, obviously I'll share more about that and what I'm learning and techniques and stuff like that. But let's get to the fast. So this is the smoothie that I made first. It's green because it has a spirulina. So I just put, the base was coconut water, and then I added bananas, blueberries, and strawberries. And then I added a teaspoon of spirulina, a tablespoon of sea moss, and a teaspoon of chia seeds. I added a little bit of raw unfiltered honey. This is a new brand I'm trying. I usually get a different brand, but just a little bit of that because I didn't have cut up my pineapple yet, which is still ripening. So I needed a little bit of sweetness to it. The sea moss, just to cover up the taste of the sea moss, which can kind of taste salty and a little fishy-like. But with the fruit in there, it's you can't detect it really. Just the pleasant notes of the sea moss that aren't that. There's like, it has layers in its flavor. Okay, so now we're gonna make green juice today. Usually I put pineapple in this green juice. The original blueprint recipe doesn't call for pineapple in the green juice. They make a P.A.M. juice, which is pineapple, apple, and mint. That juice is very, very sweet, almost like a dessert juice. But I usually put pineapple in here, but it's not ready yet, so I'm gonna just go with the recipe. So I have, it calls for 2 green apples. I'm doing 1 green apple just to put less sugar into this fast. So 1 green apple, I have 2 stalks of celery, 1 lemon, I have 1 cucumber, I have a blend of spinach, spring mix, and some kale, and some sprigs of parsley, and ginger. So I think that's everything. So let's get to juicing. can thin this recipe out with water. That's actually what the blueprint tells you to do. With like 8 ounces of water. If you want, I don't really thin out my juices. I did in the beginning. But I mean, if you want to make this into the ounces that you need for that, because you're going to drink this twice during the day on that cleanse, you do want to probably add the water. But I'll probably add the water, just measuring out 8 ounces. I'll probably add the water just do a little water, but like in the proportions that they suggest. When I'm doing the full juice cleanse, make sure you're getting that water into your system, and you're also increasing, you know, your juice portions or size, I should say. There we have it. So I'm going with that. And my smoothie, and I have some almonds. I did have some almonds yesterday. I didn't really have time for the salad, so I just decided to do the smoothie. I mean the juice and the smoothie. It's faster than putting together a salad because I have to make the salad dressing. So tonight, when I get home, I'll make salad dressing and salad and juice and cat food. That's also on the to-do list. And then I'll have some for the rest of the week going into the weekend, and then on the weekend I'll make more. So I'm gonna just store this in my water bottle, and I'm gonna pop it into, if you want it for later, pop it into the fridge. If you want it for the next day, just pop it into the freezer. I'm gonna pop it into the freezer because I'll probably make it a different juice for later. And as before, I am going to save the pulp because, believe it or not, these greens, the fibrous pulp from the greens and the lemon, and eventually I'll add to the pulp as I go along. From each juice, I'll just add to the bag and keep freezing it. The pineapple that's going to be in there, it's going to make a really good pulp bread. Okay guys, day 4. Hey guys, welcome to day 5. So I got up early and I'm starting to make the salad. This is what the ingredients you'll need for the tahini dressing. 1/2 cup of tahini, 1/4 cup of lemon juice. So 1/2 cup of tahini, 1/4 cup of lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of maple syrup, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. I don't have powder on hand, so I'm going to use fresh garlic, and 1/4 cup of water. You just mix all the ingredients together for your dressing. Hey guys, so unfortunately I thought I was recording and I did not. So you won't get to see me make the salad. It's already made, but I'll tell you what's in it. I've added spinach, some grape tomatoes, some sliced shallot, and I will also add, once I've portioned this out into 2 portions, half a sliced avocado to each portion. And also later on today, I'll add it when I'm ready to eat it, some tahini dressing using the ingredients that I shared earlier. So that is the salad. So today will be a salad, a smoothie using my usual ingredients that I use for a smoothie, and the other half of the green juice that I had yesterday. Okay, so that's what we're going with today. If you're done good so far, stick with it. If you start to give your body starches and things like that, heavier foods, it will get hungry for more food. So it's best that you stick to the plan to be successful. All right, guys. So here it is, day 5.
Okay, so I am starting off the day with my usual smoothie, all of the same good, nutritious ingredients that I shared with you guys earlier. I will continue to have smoothies during the next phase of the fast, but less often. Pretty much during this fast, I have had the first set of days, 7 days, I've had a smoothie every day. The smoothies will move into being a snack versus something that I'll have daily to start off with. Okay, because obviously you're putting whole fruits in there, and we're going to wean ourselves so that this is a full juice fast in the next phase. Okay, so I have my smoothie going. I do like to start off the day with it because it helps me feel full, but the longest I've been in the acclimation period now for 7 days, and my body is pretty much well adjusted. Going into the full juice, I'm sure I will still feel hungry because I'm going to be eliminating some of the density of the food and just going into the straight juice. But this acclimation period definitely is going to help me with that process, because obviously I am eating less food than if I was eating like actual meals. Okay, so here I am making a salad, and that is what I took to work this day: a smoothie and a salad. I haven't had time much to choose, but the weekend is basically coming up, and I will be making all my juice over the weekend and then freezing it using the freeze method. So I'll pop it into the freezer, and then that night take out the portion of juice that I want for the next day and let it thaw in the fridge overnight. I've been mostly sustaining myself on the smoothies and the salad, and there were the time I made the red juice and the green juice, but you're going to see me ramp up the juicing and go through the full fasting phase. But right now I'm making that delicious salad that I made in the beginning. Oh, so delicious. And the dressing was to die for. So I'm making it again for lunch. Just the basics, the spinach, lettuce mix. And this time I just added more green because it ended too quickly for me last time. I had more green lettuce and spinach and sliced shallot and diced avocado and some grape tomatoes. And then the delicious tahini dressing is what goes into the salad. And if you guys don't know, you should always wait to put your dressing on when you're ready to eat the salad so you avoid soggy salad. So here's a trick for you. For those of you who don't know, if your lettuce is starting to get a little old or kind of on its last leg, or you notice it's starting to get a little moist in the container, which you should ideally do this when you first buy the lettuce to keep it and help it last longer, but you can do it if you notice your lettuce is starting to get a little wilty. You basically moisten a paper towel and line the tray with the bottom of the lettuce tray with a paper towel, with a moistened paper towel. If your lettuce is already getting a little moist, I would say that you put less moisture in the paper towel because it's going to wick away the moisture from the leaves. But if it's fresh new lettuce and you're doing this to kind of have that greenhouse effect, you're going to moisten the paper towel just a little bit. Okay, line it and then close it up, and that will help you stretch out the lifespan of your lettuce.
Hey guys, can't talk long. I'm getting ready to start a spiritual workshop, but I just wanted to say, somehow I messed up the days of my class. I am not on day 5 of my fast. I am not on day 5. I am on day 7. Yeah, because I was thinking and I did the math. I was like, hold on, it's been a whole week of work and I started this before work, so I have to be past day 5. So I apologize for that, but you know, you live and you learn. You can still follow along. But yeah, it's day 7, not day 5. And I got off from work and now I'm getting ready to start a spiritual workshop right now, actually. So I will see you guys. I will probably end this here and at day 7, which is a Friday, so from Saturday, last Saturday to Friday, and I'll upload this on Saturday, and then I'll do part 2 probably the next 7 days or however many days this lasts for. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you at part 2.